Alright, time to play some Terraria.
Okay, everybody, here's what's up. So, what we've all been doing is mainly just building because we're going to be doing a lot of that. Because really, the last bosses that we have until the start of the real game, hard mode, is Skeletron, which we plan on fighting today, the Old One's army, and then the Wall of Flesh. So, you're going to see some of our buildings that we have here. And the other thing that we've been doing is some fishing. And we did manage to acquire the Blood Rainbow. Quite luckily, actually, because the drop rate is 2.2%, and it definitely didn't take us as long as it could have. Another thing I'm trying to do is acquire the paint gun. And if you don't know, the way to do that is by killing the painter over and over again, because it has a 10% drop chance. But we came to the conclusion that he is going to play ranged.
Yes.
And I'm just trying to get and that's mostly because of how good the Blood Rainbow turned out to be. And I'm just trying to get the paint gun for him because it's one of the few ranged weapons, and I just got it.
Are you
Nice.
serious?
That is an amazing time.
Alright, I'm out
Amazing
at the
time for
desert.
him. Anyway, but it's one of the few pre-hard mode ranged weapons that does not actually require ammo to shoot. It's really fast, and it's just an all-around amazing weapon, especially for the early game, because you can get it pretty darn quickly. But once we defeat Skeletron, we're going to continue to do a lot of building, and then we're going to fight the Old One's army just kind of in the middle of that, so that we'll still be putting out content. But a good thing to do, like this works in expert mode, and it's going to be especially true in master mode, is just to try and get all your main building done. And I haven't even started on our hard mode arena yet. I still have to build an ocean base, and I'm continuing to add on to my manor. Like this, this thing that will extend all the way over here will be done before we enter hard mode. So there's probably going to be some large gaps in between, like the actual fighting or moving around. We might still do some exploring, mostly to get more resources and stuff. But what I'm going to do now is just start building the Skeletron arena, and then I'll give you the I'll give you the paint gun, and then we'll fight Skeletron and explore the dungeon, and that'll be great exploring the dungeon. Because what actually we might do in this episode is explore the dungeon, and then go down to the underworld and open up the shadow chests. So this episode is going to have a lot of upgradings, especially if you count this paint gun and the blood rainbow that we just got. And that's all that I have to say for now, unless I remember something else later.
Cool. Alright, so I need to get some mahogany. We got living tree wands for the jungle. The jungle, the rich mahogany leaf wand and the rich living mahogany wand. So what I want to do is actually incorporate some jungle leaves into my build. And this I was doing some I was thinking about going summoner. Just because it's different. I've never actually done the summoner. I've done mage, and I've done a little bit of, well, mostly ranged and a little bit of mage. So I was just gonna give it a shot, and then I saw this new bow, and I was like, that's pretty nice. The thing about it is it shoots artillery barrage style from wherever. So if you're inside a building or underneath something, you can actually kill things that are above you or outside. Bad thing about it is I can't hit direct. There we go. I'm in the red party. I'm over in the jungle. I'm going to come back to the desert real quick. You can go ahead, go to the...
Yeah, I'm heading there now. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. It's a sandstorm.
Yeah, it is.
This is the first sandstorm that we've ever had.
I've been in a sandstorm before when we had a thunderstorm, but it wasn't nothing crazy.
Really?
Yeah. All right.
This is rather interesting.
Yeah.
They've got to have turned down the likelihood of sandstorms happening. This is the first time that I've seen one on this world, and I remember coming across them on like day one and stuff,
Right.
things like that. All right. Now this paintball gun is not auto fire. You can spam click it really fast, and as you can see, it has like really nice range. It's an amazing weapon.
Nice.
It's just a pain to get. And so the thing that I like about Terraria is that the how good the weapons are doesn't necessarily depend on how far you get in the game. A lot of them do for sure, but some of them can be extremely powerful, like way more powerful than weapons that you would get later in the game, except they're just rare. So it's like the best reward that you could ever have for doing the time to grind. And I mean, when it comes to games in general, grinding is just a natural part of playing the game. But a well-made game like this should heavily reward you for any grinding that you have to do, and Terraria does.
Here, do you
And
want
the
some?
paint gun is just one of those examples.
Do you want some platforms? Are you gonna start working on this?
Yeah, I mean, give me all the normal wood you have, I guess.
That's it. I have
Alright.
shade wood. Here, you can have that.
No, I don't need that.
Oh, okay, well, fine. Forget you then. Alright. I'm gonna head back to the desert. The oasis. Oh, hey, tumbleweed. Hate tumbleweeds. There we go. So if it turns out to be any comparison to what we were fighting with the other bosses, we shouldn't have too much of a problem with Skeletron.
Yeah, I actually have every confidence that we'll beat it first try.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm still going to go all out on this arena.
Sure.
Usually the only NPC that I actually bother to move around when it comes to arenas is the nurse. But I'm going to move the Dryad here too. Because her blessing actually, at least in the early game, gives a very sizable chunk of defense. Oh, and one thing that happened is the first party happened today. The party girl moved in. She's sitting up at my tower here, which I'm actually still going to add maybe a bridge or something around here at some point. But, oh yeah, and also Max the cat. Little cat. You can get these pet licenses from the zoologist, and I think it'll just randomly summon one of these pre-selected animals somewhere. But basically, I talked to the party girl during an actual party, and she gave me a piece of cake. Now, this piece of cake is actually a really interesting item. because a long time ago, hidden in the source code of Terraria, there was an unused buff, and the buff had the sprite of a piece of cake, the exact same sprite that Terraria uses for the cake item and for its recolored variants. But no one really knew what it was going to be. There were theories and all that, but I think I actually know what it was meant to be now because I think they added it in. Now this cake item, it's not a consumable. You actually just place it, and it's similar to that of the ammo box or the sharpening station. It's like a battle furniture item, and reason being is because when you right click on the cake after it's placed, it'll give you the sugar rush buff for like 2 minutes, and it'll increase your mobility and mining speed by 20%. It's really nice, and I like the method of acquiring it. But that's actually what I think the original buff was meant to be. I
Brought you some
reckon
wood.
that in an earlier version of the game, the cake item was going to be placed in, and that was what the original sprite for the Sugar Rush buff was going to be. But it was, never happened. But now that it's in, I think it's really cool, and it'll be a nice addition to add. I'll put it here because it'll certainly be helpful for Skeletron. I might not even bother moving it down to the Wall of Flesh arena that I haven't built. We've barely even touched the underworld. We plan to do that kind of today if we get shadow keys from the chests that are in here.
Yeah.
But the cake will come in pretty helpful. And not only, does it increase your mobility, but it gives you mining speed. We've already seen 2 items, the chisel and this new cake that'll increase your mining speed. And I know that the celestial shell does that as well. But it's kind of nice that they're giving us ways to mine faster.
And even just using pre-hard mode pickaxes, if you have a mining potion and the chisel, it's pretty close to a drill just to begin with, if not faster. Well, you work on that. Go take care of something. Still looking for a lava charm for me. Kinda need that one to open up one of my slots.
Yeah. Like, while I'm building, I don't know what you plan on doing. What do you plan on doing?
I'm going to increase the elevator a little bit better, make it a little bit wider on the one side, so I stop running into things and dying.
Well, I do actually plan on digging that out right now. I think that, as I was saying, how we're going to be doing a lot of building, we should save. That could be one of the things that we just do off stream.
Sure.
I think you could take the camera and just start exploring. Look for that lava charm, as you said, because
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I think
On my way down.
Be one of our priorities before we get to hard mode. Is you need the Terra Spark boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, just start looking. Now, another thing that we will do on stream before the Wall of Flesh fight, but still after we take care of like all this building, is some lava fishing, because there's a lot of cool items, and the pet that I want for this character is obtainable through lava fishing, and that'll be cool because I know that there's some like potted obsidian like plants, and I've seen potted plants that are hollow themed and some other things like that, but I really want to get a hold of these new furniture items, because even like the ones that you get in the underworld are all obsidian and fire themed, but I could just paint them green and I can make them look like anything. That's why Terraria is such a great game. But
Right.
I really want to get some of those to put in the manor. And so lava fishing is going to be pretty beneficial.
Every time I try to jump down the elevator, jump down the well, I end up dying because I hit one of the sides. Because I still don't have immunity from fall damage yet.
Yeah, that's another thing that we need to get is a lucky horseshoe.
Right.
Which we could do by just looking at more sky islands or finding a sky lake and then you fish in that sky lake.
Have you checked all of the entire sky yet?
No, The only like part of the sky that I actually have on my map is my little bridge that I made and the sky island that I found, the single sky island that I found.
Okay. Well, then we still got some extra area to look through.
And I know that we have a gravitation or two, so we won't have to keep building the sky bridge, so it might be entertaining for you guys to watch him fly.
Oh, we have a gravitation up there? Alright, well.
Yeah, I know that we have a couple gravitation potions somewhere.
Alright. I've died here a couple times. Alright, I'm gonna grab, see if I can find a gravitation potion. Just go for a little fly. Yeah, we got 7. I'll take a couple.
You know, interesting thing. When we were fighting Queen Bee, like we obviously won, of course, but Queen Bee was like a harder fight. And granted, we didn't have any buff potions, and the arena wasn't done. But that fight took a while, and with the Skeletron fight, it's timed on the night. And Skeletron is tougher than Queen Bee, so I think we will do it, but let's not let our guard down.
Sure.
Let's just make sure that we get potions, and I'll bring over all the special furniture items. But Skeletron should be a pretty amusing fight to watch, just because of how tough it is.
Yes.
And speaking of which, I know that we have some meteorite bars left. While you're down there, just like whenever you get the chance, save up your money to buy a mini shark. Because if you can get a star cannon, then I think that our chances of beating Skeletron are pretty much guaranteed.
Okay.
I know that you're going to need a star cannon for the Wall of Flesh. Because what I was thinking is when we fight the Wall of Flesh on the bridge, I'll be close with my Terragrim, and I'll be probably taking a lot of damage. But you just stay back, and I want to fight another Queen Bee at some point soon to get the bee's knees, because that will be an amazing item to use.
Right.
You can spam some bee nades, which are range damage now, so they'll be even better. And yeah, and then you use the star cannon on the eyes once it starts to get faster, and that'll be pretty good. So while it's slow, use all the bee nades, and then just use the bee's knees, which is the bow. And then when it's really starting to run, the star cannon should do pretty well. And then I'll probably just use the Terragrim the entire time, because that is by far my best weapon in every way. And hopefully it'll go pretty well.
Right.
I do have some pretty creative things planned for the Wall of Flesh arena that should increase our survivability. And one of those things is using ice. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it before, but if you have Frostbark boots or above, you can kind of use ice as a pre-hard mode version of asphalt. And in some cases, it's actually slightly better, because ice will make you faster when you run on it, but it'll also allow you to kind of turn around in an instant without, like, your momentum won't really be a problem. So even when we do have access to asphalt, I'm actually going to put some ice blocks on the edges of our arenas, and that'll kind of allow us to turn around really fast, and that's something that we'll want. And plus, when you go into the ice, you accelerate immediately. So the best thing you can do is run on normal blocks, and then when you want to go fast, step onto some ice, which then goes into asphalt. So you'll hit full speed way faster than normal.
Wow, I just found 2 more balloons. Wow, those are actually really close together. Yeah, I found 2 islands.
I'll just go until you see the entire sky, and then if you don't find one then just fish out a sky lake, which I'm sure that you will find in the meantime.
So I like the paintball gun. It's a 3-round burst.
Yeah, it's really good. It's, like,
Oh,
especially how early on you can get it. Despite all the balancing changes and stuff they made, I still love that there's plenty of items that you can use really quickly that'll give you an amazing power boost.
hey, look at that lucky horseshoe.
That is amazing. Did you get it out of another room?
Yeah.
Well, great. Now you can make that the blue horseshoe balloon.
So I know of at least 5 sky islands. Honestly, there's this one that's really low in altitude, and it might actually be more at that altitude.
Well, unless they changed it, most large worlds could have like maybe like 6 sky islands max, I would say.
Right.
That's my rough estimate from everything that I've seen.
There we go. I ran out mid-fall. I had to... But there's another island. This is a... Ooh, this is a lake. So we can do some fishing there.
Not that, well, I do want to get damselfish. That'll be
Right.
nice, especially for the underworld when I'm building the tower, not the tower, the bridge. I don't really want to use them in the dungeon, unless we need to. But we're pretty powerful, and the more enemies, the better. Because in the dungeon, so your fossil armor, tell me, does that increase range damage or
No.
just crit strike?
Just crit, and it gives me... Hold on. It's just crit, but I'm currently using the Crimson
Oh yeah, well
for the increased damage.
well basically the first like major ranged armor that you can get is the Necro armor that's down here in the dungeon. So that will be amazing to have.
Right.
Yeah, that'll just up your range damage, and if we're lucky, we can actually get an ancient Necro helmet to drop without having to craft one, which is exactly the same as the normal one,
Right.
and that would just be a cool thing. Do you have any ice, like just spare ice sitting in one of your chests?
I should.
Yeah, I would assume so. I would like if you could spare me some of that.
Alright, hold on. I'm flying over you right now. I got 56 seconds on this. I'll let this run out. Just clearing up some more spots in the sky to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, I just saw your sword. It's brilliant. There's another sky island. That one's a lake.
Definitely above average, I would say.
I'm gonna head towards the jungle and use the pylon and make my way back. There we go. Let's see where am I at. Oh, I'm not even at the jungle. Okay, so you want ice, so I'll head this way. What type of bottle are you using?
I use the Blizzard in a bottle.
Okay.
Now, you had the cloud in a balloon, and it's actually kind of good that you got some other balloons in case you want to use one.
Yeah.
We have a couple tsunamis in a bottle. I don't know if they're better than the cloud in a bottle.
Yeah, I might actually try it.
And I actually don't know if they can be put to a normal balloon. I think that when you use Tsunami, you get like a Pigron balloon or something like that, so you might not even want to mess with it. But
I'll
another
find out.
Blizzard would
Yeah.
be great.
Alright, so you need ice. Let me see what I got.
Yeah, a bit of ice.
Oh yeah, how much ice?
I mean, just like maybe 100 pieces. That'll cover it.
Okay. Alright. Here I come with the ice.
Now, I'll hold off on fishing for more honey fins if we win versus Skeletron, but if we do lose, then I'll do some more honey fishing to get the better healing potion.
Sure.
But we will still use all of the buffs that we can and whatnot.
Alright, here's the ice.
Thank you.
So let's see what I can find in the way of bottles. Here's a tsunami in a bottle. Let me see what that makes. Because I actually have 2 balloons, so I might as well do something with them. I don't see any other bottles here, so I'm just gonna leave one of the balloons there. And then I'll make the balloon. Or not. I don't... Let me see if I need something else. Wait, you can make a honey balloon?
Yeah. But that's actually been an item for a while, but it doesn't combine with a horseshoe.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you need a balloon pufferfish with the tsunami, and you make the Sharkron balloon.
Yeah, it's a little weird thing like that.
So I'm just gonna stick with the cloud and a balloon with the horseshoe. There we go. Now I can fall without dying immediately.
Now for this fight, I think the Blood Rain bow actually might come in pretty handy again.
What do I think?
I mean, if you can, I mean, if you're just relatively good with aiming it, you're bound to hit at least like one of his hands.
Part of him.
Or
Yeah.
head.
I'm gonna have to figure out the timing for the fall, for the arrows to fall.
And drink an archery potion too, because those are just absolutely amazing for using them.
Yeah.
They'll also make it go faster.
Right. Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of things.
Actually, do we have any, let me see, what potions do we have right now sitting around?
But yeah, I mean, you should keep looking for that lava charm.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. Oh, here we go, Spelunker Potion, I'll take 2 of those. We don't have any... we don't have any mining potions. That's fine.
Alright, your desert pylon works.
Yeah.
Now, another good thing that makes this timing so perfect is because we're fighting Skeletron and all that, before we take our little break just to build everything and prepare stuff, we'll have access to the mechanic. And actuating blocks is, I mean, it's kind of advanced when it comes to building, but it's definitely amazing.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
My goal is to have 6 spots, 3 in the ice biome and then 3 in the desert. Just have those 2 pylons running. There we go.
So, now that the sun's going down, tonight the Dryad and the nurse will move in.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some honey. And then,
Yes.
like, once we're really fully ready and all, it'll most likely be another day. And then we'll fight Skeletron at the crack of the night.
Right. With a night track. Alright.
How many villagers did you move away from the jungle pylon?
None.
I think that the Dryad might have tipped the scale, so I can't teleport to the jungle.
Well, the,
Right up the wall.
not the painter. Or is it the painter? You moved him away so we could kill him a couple times.
I'll move him back again.
Okay. And I think he was the one that was close.
Yeah, now that I took the Dryad and she's stationed in the arena as well.
Right.
The Witch Doctor is still there. I wonder if the cat and dog and bunny NPCs, I wonder if they count, like, if you can just have a town of just them.
That would be interesting.
It's like, they take up a house.
Right. Alright. So I have a Spelunker and a Danger Sense potion, so let's see if I can find some chests. I'm at the right depth to get the lava charms, so I can zoom out any further. No, I'm at 100%. Okay. Well, I got a fairy. Maybe that'll help. Oh, you know what? I have bombs, so let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. Another wormhole potion. I think I have plenty of those for now.
There's so many ice torches in the jungle.
My bad.
You better not still be placing them.
Oh, no, no, no.
So now we have like an actual game mechanic reason not to.
Oh, hey, I found a track. No chest this way so far. Let's go check the other direction, see if I can find anything useful. Oh, yeah. That's fun. So, when you're riding on a minecart at the low cavern level, and then the minecart takes you into lava. There's a bunch of geysers down here.
Pick up every single one you find. Because since I can't mine up the dungeon traps, as far as I know of at this point, geysers are going to be the only thing that I can actually use
Sure.
as traps. So just tell me how many that you gather.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Oh, that was weird. Okay. I was confused there for a second. I found a cabin. Oh, we've already been here. I found a cabin, and there was a mother slime inside of it, and I right-clicked on the mother slime, and it started talking to me. Then I realized that it was actually a... there was actually something underneath it, underneath the mother slime. One of us had died there and left a tombstone. That was weird. That's what happens when you get old. Oh. I was gonna pick that geyser up for you. Didn't work out.
Well, if you're going back down there, then I would still try to do it.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. All right, so you have them in a chest already, so I just quick stacked them. You know what? Being underground, when you're getting chased by giant worms, and you have the pet from the Eater of Worlds. The Eater of Worlds, little mini worm. It's not good. Kind of gets you a little paranoid. Start shooting, trying to shoot at the pet.
Just got the gladiator breast piece that I was actually looking for this character's vanity.
Nice. Another geyser. Use some bombs here. Yeah, the speed on this paintball gun is pretty high.
Yeah.
Actually has a pretty good knockback, too.
I told you that you wouldn't regret killing the painter.
Felt bad about it. Didn't want to... What if he had a wife and kids?
All these NPCs left.
Wow, it's kind of harsh.
They prefer to live here in the wonderful world of Terraria.
Can't imagine why.
Where you, the player, are the one who provides their joy.
Let's be honest, we kill them more often than not.
Maybe so. Something oddly, like, satisfying about seeing an ammo box and a sword sharpener and a piece of cake all next to each other at a battle arena.
Sure. Fair enough. Two more geysers. Another chest, but there was nothing in it. Well, nothing good, let's put it that way. Oh. Hello, lost girl. I don't think I trust you, do I? Oh, you fell into the lava? You know what, you can just stay in the lava then, I don't care. Okay, she's gonna kill herself. Fair enough. Oh hey, here's another cabin. Ah, Band of Regen. That's disappointing.
I know that I figured out a design a while ago on how to only use one bucket of honey. I'm trying to remember exactly how I did it.
Hey, another spider biome. This one has a chest in it. Go check it out. Oh, my Spelunker potion ran out.
Oh, I remember why. Interesting thing about the Terra Spark boots giving you the ability to run on lava and liquids is that when it happens to be honey that you're running on, like it's a common thing to just put honey in arenas and little divots. You're gonna have to remember to press down to actually go in the honey instead of just walk over it.
Right.
Something about this cake item that I really love. And I know that there's another kind of cake that this character will be using, and it's gonna be really cool.
And I thought there was a chest in here. It's not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add a bunch more ice surrounding this honey. So when you go in the honey, when you're standing on this ice, just remember you have to push down.
Got it.
Or like if you don't get the lava charm and you're just using the frostbark boots, just unequip the lava waders for the fight.
Sure.
That'll make it even easier for you.
Okay.
I wonder what good old Abraham has today.
So the only person that's still living at the original house is the guide. Yeah.
As he should. Alright, I think I have absolutely everything set up for the arena. Just gonna grab all the potions. Don't you worry about it, because I'm gonna grab two of the... I'll give you all the potions that you'll use.
Okay.
So just, the sun's gonna be setting really soon, so I'll try to head over to the arena.
Alright.
Maybe look around and get a feel for things. 10 geysers, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Jeez, that's lava. Yeah, and I fell in it. Figures. Alright.
Alright, I'm heading over to the arena now.
Okay. I have plenty of arrows.
Now, normal mode, Skeletron isn't really anything to fear, but ever since expert mode, Skeletron was really something scary. And then Skeletron Prime in hard mode, because I'm not actually sure if it becomes daytime when you're fighting Skeletron if you're attacked by the Dungeon Guardian, but good things don't happen when it becomes daytime and you're fighting Skeletron. But basically, if you're fighting Skeletron Prime and it's daytime, he insta-kills you. He basically turns into a Dungeon Guardian except faster.
Right.
And yeah, I don't actually know if you can outrun it in any way. You might be able to. And I think it would be cool if you would get some kind of special reward for, like, summoning Skeletron Prime and then not damaging him until it becomes day, and then you have to defeat him start to finish as he's a Metal Dungeon Guardian. Kind of like the, one of the new bosses that has a secret weapon. That's how you acquire that one, which I do want to try, because the weapon will be pretty cool to have. Yeah, the old man's standing right here where I thought he would.
Alright.
Anyway, I'll just give you the potions that you'll use.
Yep.
This one's most important. Have a burger. Don't do it yet.
Okay.
You'll have a swiftness, an iron skin, a thorns, and a wrath. Now, I only had one endurance potion, and I'm going to take that one because I'm the melee one, and I have to be close, so I could use more defense. And then As you're using the archery potion, I use the Titan potion, which actually won't affect me whatsoever because it increases knockback. It won't change anything. I made a fatal
Gotcha.
error, but whatever.
Okay. Do you want to move the heart lantern to the middle?
No.
No, it's... There's only a small gap. There's a small gap in the middle where you don't get
Yeah,
lantern.
I'll be standing in the middle.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, be sure to use the ammo box and the cake.
Did.
Sharpener doesn't really matter to you, and ammo box doesn't matter to me, but cake and ammo box are what you want.
Got it. I'm all ready.
Yeah, you just stay up here.
Okay. The nurse is not being very smart.
She'll go back in when it's nighttime.
Okay. Well, you know what? I better switch out my chisel.
You should also probably make sure that you have a little bit of money in your inventory so that you can pay for the nurse's services.
A good idea.
I'm not sure if it'll work just with your savings too, but might as well just put in your inventory just to be safe. Oh, and also,
I think I'm getting disconnected here.
way if you want to use a wormhole over here. What are you doing?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
You were lagging. What? Oh, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, I got disconnected. Hold on.
I still see you here.
Yeah, like everything got disconnected.
Are you still in the game?
Yeah, hold on. Don't do anything stupid.
Okay, well, I need you to set your spawn at the bed in the nurse's house.
Yeah, I will. Hold on. That was interesting.